Hey, Billy Epperhart here. Appreciate you watching another vlog we have. And I have questions that folk have written in, which we appreciate you. Make sure you send your questions and other things you'd like to, on the vlogs, make comments, whatever. And our team picks those up and we put them into these questions. So here's one that says, I'm a $25,000 a year, 9 to 5 earner. I want more. How do millionaires handle money? Well, one of the things that I just want to say to you, I heard Jim Rohn say years ago, you don't take time to the marketplace, you take value. And so one of the things, if you're, for example, if you're a $25,000 a year earner and you want to make more money, then what you have to do is increase your value. And so there's several ways to increase your value. Of course, the most obvious is knowledge, right? In other words, how you do things, understanding how to do it, and with knowledge maybe improving your education, going back to college. But then also, along with knowledge as far as value, is experience. So it's not just having the knowledge, it's the experience you actually have with the knowledge. So you bring knowledge and experience to the marketplace, not just time. So remember, you don't get paid for time, you get paid for the value you put in the time. And so the key is learning to increase your value. One is knowledge, another one is experience. And so sometimes you can find those through mentoring, through getting higher education, someone willing to mentor you in a particular area of life. And so you're able to bring more value to the marketplace. So let me say it to you this way, in another way. In Western societies, our Western societies, we've learned how to earn and save money. And most of the time we haven't learned how to save, we've learned just how to earn. In other words, go get a job. But the real thing we haven't learned in Western societies is we haven't learned how to make money, okay? And the reason I say that is because if you go over to many developing nations, the people in those developing nations can't get a job. So what they end up doing, for example, is they end up having to be entrepreneurial in order to just survive, just to be able to eat. Well, what happens to us here in the Western nations, we can actually get a job, and thank God we can, but we can get jobs and earn a pretty good living. But what happens is then we don't know anything about making money. And so the secret, because you're asking, how do I become a millionaire? One of the first things you have to learn how to do is not only just earn money, but you also have to learn how to make money. And you say, well, what does that mean, make money? Well, first of all, remember this, is that assets in your life that would pay you, they're either created or you either acquire them. There's really only two ways. You create it. For example, you start a business, you create it. Think Bill Gates, for example. Bill Gates created Microsoft, or Jeff Bezos created Amazon. Or you acquire assets. Think Warren Buffett or Donald Trump. Donald Trump did it with real estate. Warren Buffett did it with companies. They acquired those companies. So that means you have to have knowledge and experience, that not only to earn, but knowledge and experience to know how to make money, which in this case is either creating an asset or it's acquiring assets, in this case businesses or real estate that we're using Warren Buffett and Donald Trump as an example of. So those are examples that you have to make. Then the second part behind making is managing. How do you manage your money? So, the question was, how do millionaires handle money? So the other part is learning how to manage money. And so when we say money, managing money, we're including understanding how to be conservative and not spend money on the wrong things. But the way I like to say it is this, on the managing part, if you like to shop, then learn to just shop for assets. In other words, instead of, if you go buy clothes and flat screen TVs and that kind of stuff, all that stuff goes down in value, when you walk out. I like to sometimes go buy gold coins. I enjoy doing that. Of course, I love buying real estate, right? So buying different pieces of real estate. So I take my shopping habit and use it more toward those things. That doesn't mean we don't go buy clothes and stuff. We do, but it means that that's not a high priority on the shopping list. It's learning to purchase assets. So it's really about making money and then managing what you have, and in the process of making, which is creating and acquiring, managing, which is learning how to handle the assets you have. Why am I bringing to you the part of managing? talk about making, well, think about lottery winners. What happens to lottery winners? The money just kind of goes out of their hands in many cases because they don't know how to manage what they had. One reason they don't know how to manage what they had is because they didn't have to make what they had. They actually basically won the money. And so you have to, many years ago I heard somebody say, if you win $1 million, you best become a millionaire so you get to keep the money. In other words, you have to change your mindset, which that's where the managing piece comes in. So, hey, this is Billy Epperhart. I trust this helped you. I'll see you right back here. Bye-bye.